Have you ever come across someone who remains unshaken no matter what life throws at them? Someone who stays calm and focused even in the face of betrayal, failure, or disrespect, almost as if they are untouchable. Meanwhile, you might be stressed over a message from yesterday. So what's their secret? It's not luck. It's psychology. And Carl Jung cracked the code on this. The mirror principle. What bothers you in others actually exists within you. Let's be realistic. Have you ever truly met someone who angered you, or been more upset than warranted by someone's behavior? Maybe their arrogance, ignorance, or the way they treat you drives you mad. Now ask yourself, why does this bother you so much? Jung says, everything that irritates us about others can help us understand ourselves. Let's explore this further. That disrespectful colleague, that ex who suddenly ignores you, if someone's behavior triggers you, the issue is not with them. It's rooted in an unhealed wound within you. The world is a mirror. If you react emotionally, it's because you're seeing a reflection of your own insecurities. Once you master this, insults slide off your back like water. When was the last time someone's words ruined your day? Why? Because deep down, you feared they might be right. But when you truly know yourself, no one's words can shake you. That is real power. Simply put, if someone triggers you, it usually reflects a part of yourself you have suppressed. Arrogant person. Maybe they remind you of a part of yourself you refuse to acknowledge. Selfish friend. Perhaps you secretly want to prioritize yourself but never do. A liar. Maybe you've lied to yourself about something important and it gnaws at you. Or perhaps a friend is calm and slow and it irritates you because you need to slow down too. Jung calls this the shadow self, the parts of ourselves we reject, hide, or deny. Until we confront our shadow, the outside world continues to control us. Secondly, stop being an emotional sponge for others. Why do people's opinions affect your life so much? You share something and a single negative comment crushes your confidence. You enter a room and immediately worry, what do they think of me? You spend your life trying to prove something to others, yet it never feels enough. The truth is, the world asks you who you are. If you don't answer, the world will answer for you. Most people are emotional sponges. Their moods dictate your own. Your boss yells, now you're angry too. Your friend complains, now you feel drained. Jung warns that people will drain you if you allow it, often without even realizing it. So don't absorb energy that isn't yours. When someone tries to unload negativity onto you, tell yourself, this isn't mine, I will not carry it. Imagine putting on an invisible shield. Compliments bounce off. Insults bounce off. Nothing sticks unless you let it. That's how you become unshakable. For example, if someone tells you you can't do it, don't internalize it. Their words are just their opinion. When you say, I can, your truth lies in your own words. Remember your invisible shield. If other people's words still have power over you, it means you haven't fully defined yourself. You don't trust your own judgment. You don't believe in your own value. When you're uncertain about yourself, you give others the power to define you. But once you know who you are, what you stand for, and what you believe in, no one's opinion can shake you. You can strengthen this daily with a small practice. Look in the mirror in the morning and remind yourself, I am valuable, I am enough, I am strong. Your belief in yourself is always stronger than anyone else's words. Ask yourself, who am I really? If you don't have a clear answer, this is the work you need to do. Imagine a tree swaying in the wind but standing firm because its roots are strong. If you know your roots, your identity, nothing can topple you. Third, adopt an observer mindset. According to Jung, emotional freedom comes from being the observer of your life, not its victim. Most people operate on autopilot. They react, explode, and then regret it. But when you pause and ask, why did this bother me? You regain control. It's like watching a film from the outside. You see the drama, but you're not part of it. When was the last time someone made you angry? Did they really make you feel that way, or did something inside you react? As Carl Jung says, no one can control your emotions unless you let them. I am not what happens to me. I am what I choose to be. Someone insults you. Taking offense is your choice. Someone ignores you. Feeling rejected is your choice. Someone disrespects you. Staying calm is your choice. Managing these emotions isn't about suppression, it's about mastery. Once you understand this, no one and nothing can affect you. Next time someone tries to provoke you, don't react, just observe. Watch how their words lose their power because you're no longer playing the game. Fourth, the past does not define you. Jung says, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." Many people remain trapped by past rejection, childhood wounds, or past failures. But the truth is, history is a fact, not fate. The moment you stop letting old pain control today, you become unstoppable. Have you ever wondered why people spread anger, betray, or try to demean you? It's not about you, it's about them. Jung explains that most people are driven by unconscious wounds, and instead of healing, they project their pain onto others. The person who belittles you feels small inside. The one who betrays you lacks inner loyalty. The liar is not honest with themselves. The one who tries to control you feels helpless in their own life. A healthy person doesn't torment others. Often, those who have suffered become tormentors. Yet some emerge from pain with a different strength, vowing not to inflict the same suffering on others. They process their wounds rather than suppress them. This is the difference between being wounded and being afraid. Fifth, your unconscious mind holds your reactions. Most of your responses aren't even truly yours. They are programmed by society, trauma, and habits, and you might not even notice. Jung calls this the collective unconscious. But when you bring these hidden patterns to light, you become free. Ask yourself, is this truly my feeling, or was I taught to feel this way? Why do you feel guilty saying no? Why fear being alone? Dig deep. Chains are often invisible until you search for them. Now you know, no one can affect you unless you allow it. Here, how to apply this in life. Most people live reactively, not deliberately. Someone insults them, they get angry. Someone ignores them, they feel worthless. Something doesn't go their way, they doubt themselves. But here's the secret, you can reprogram your mind. Jung says, your perception only becomes clear when you look into your own soul. The first step is self-awareness. He also says, to fully accept yourself is the scariest thing, because once you accept yourself with all your flaws, you will no longer be crushed by criticism. You will no longer beg for approval. Indifference is not coldness, it's freedom. When you no longer need everyone to like you, you become untouchable. When you no longer fear rejection, you hold all the power. Imagine someone who once hurt you. What if you truly didn't care? What if their opinion meant nothing to you? That is the secret of valuable people. They don't fight negativity, they don't absorb it. Now let's talk about the alchemy of anger, turning poison into power. Jung's concept of facing and transforming the shadow explains this. Anger, jealousy, and pain are not weaknesses. They are signals showing where you need healing. Foolish people either suppress their anger or explode. Wise people ask, what is this anger telling me? Then they use it as fuel. Every betrayal, insult, and failure doesn't destroy them, it transforms them. Think of your emotions as fire. They can burn you or forge you into steel. The choice is yours. Next, unconscious contracts you never signed. This involves Jung's understanding of archetypes and conditioning. Many live under invisible rules they never consciously agreed to. I must always be polite. I need a relationship to be happy. Jung calls these archetypes, but you can rewrite these rules. I never signed this contract. Awareness frees you. For example, you may put your desires aside so no one gets upset. This is not a choice, it's an unconscious contract. Recognize it and say, I matter too, and the chain breaks. Think of these invisible contracts as unspoken agreements in your mind. You signed them as a child, but they are no longer valid. The signature is in your hands, you can tear it up or rewrite it. Why do you feel guilty prioritizing yourself? Because somewhere you were taught that giving up yourself equals being valuable. But what if you tear up that old agreement? Jung says, the greatest privilege you can have is to discover who you really are. But here's the catch, this may disappoint others. Saying no, prioritizing yourself. People may call you selfish, but it's choosing yourself. Foolish people blame the world for their pain. Wise people realize they are holding the knife. You ever admire someone? Not because they are perfect, but because they stop pretending. To be hated for your true self is better than being loved for a false self. Finally, the mind is the only battlefield. Jung's greatest lesson: your vision becomes clear only when you look into your own heart. The battle isn't outside, it's inside. Once you start mastering your inner world instead of fighting external battles, nothing can shake you. Ask yourself, are you ready to stop being a prisoner of your mind? Are you ready to become the architect of your life? If this resonated deeply, you are not alone. And if this video has taken your awareness one step further, liking it and subscribing shows we are on this journey together. Ultimately, move forward on your own path. Everything